Cool. So welcome to the community update, and this is November 2022. Yeah. So today we're going to talk about Cosmos Zero initiative updates. There's been some really fun movement on that over the last few weeks. And then Corey has graciously agreed to talk about the Toucan Bridge with us. And then we're going to touch on some Gov updates, some new discussions that have come live in the last few weeks, and a reminder of Regenerati News Hour this week. So let's get started. Okay, so Cosmos Zero initiative has been very exciting. We officially launched last week, I think. And these are all of the protocols who have already joined, have already gotten proposal discussions up live or have passed a proposal discussion to offset their carbon footprints. This is shared to Twitter. I will share the link later if anybody wants to share or retweet. So yeah, congrats to Agork, Akash, Empower, Gravity Bridge, Injective, Juno, and Regen. And a special thanks to all the validators who made this possible. That's definitely the most exciting part for me personally, watching this initiative go, is just seeing the community actually get in and make these proposal discussions happen rather than the protocols themselves. I think that's my favorite part about blockchain, and it's been really special to watch. So yeah, Paul, you're a regenerator, right? Is that you? And yeah, ooh, there we go. So if you want to participate in these discussions that are still live, here are all the links. And Dan is going to share those in the chat as well, so everybody can click on them. Regions just got up last week, I think, or no, the week before. And that was put up by EcoStake. So thank you to Tom from EcoStake for that. Yeah. Any questions? Well, I guess we'll do questions at the end. So that's Cosmos Zero right now, and then I'll hand it over to Corey for Toucan updates. If you're ready.
Yeah, sure. Sorry, yeah, it's a beautiful slide we've got here. So our team has been fast away on the getting the last pieces fixed on the Toucan Bridge. We're currently, we've been spending the past several weeks since before Thanksgiving testing in a staging environment, and are hoping to have the bridge live and operational before the end of the year. It's looking like that'll be happening around 2 to 3 weeks from now. If it feels like it's pushing into like the holidays, I don't think that we're going to be like launching the bridge over between Christmas and New Year's. And so if we can't get it, in that last week before Christmas done, then we'll likely be doing it first thing in the new year. This will be operationally live first, just as like a piece of infrastructure that we and folks who are wanting to actually like move assets over from Polygon to Regen will be able to do through existing tools like Polygon Scan and the Regen CLI. And our hope is to have interfaces, up shortly soon after. But the sort of first step in putting the bridge live is just getting it operational on, the production mainnet environments that we're connecting to. And so if folks are wanting to engage in that in any way, the main ways that one would be if you're holding NCT assets on Polygon and are wanting to transition those over to Regen for either liquidity provision or to sell them in the marketplace. That's something that, we can help upskill you on. And I think that we should be getting out some like guides around that as well. But yeah, that's generally where we're looking at for a timeline for things. If folks have questions, I'm happy to ask or answer.
For sure. Thank you. Yeah, so once the Toucan Bridge launches, that's when we're going to start seeing some real movement on the NCT Osmosis launch front, right?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Cool. The sort of plan of action is first to like coordinate with any holders of NCT on Polygon who are wanting to bring them over to Osmosis for liquidity provision and bootstrapping that pool. So first, it's just moving the assets over to Regen. And with anyone who's participating in that, we're happy to coordinate with them on bootstrapping the pool, which we'll be doing together with the osmosis team. And that'll probably, you can imagine that happening within the timeline of, I think actually the launching of the pool has already been decided that the earliest it would happen would be the beginning of the next year. But that would be the next logical step once we get some assets over onto Regen Network. Would be, yeah, and the way that that'll happen is, we'll have eco credits on Regen Network that are backed by Toucan assets, TCO2 tokens on Polygon. They can be bridged back to Polygon if one desires. And for as long as they remain on Regen, they could also be basketed into the NCT basket token. And then it's that basket asset that could be moved over onto Osmosis and sold on the exchange or LP'd.
Awesome. I got to play around with some of the bridge functionality with Erica, one of our team members this week.
Great.
And it's going to be, I'm looking forward to writing the guides, but it's going to be so easy. I'm looking forward to nobody using them. So cool. All right. That's going to be a fast one. All right. Regen Ledger governance updates. We've got a few exciting discussions that are live and active right now. One of the most active ones is requests for proposals, Regen tokenomics upgrade. This actually came from Will from the Regen Foundation. They're seeking proposals for Regen 2.0 tokenomics upgrade to link eco credits to Regen token functionality. So if you have any thoughts on that, or if you just want to see what people are saying, I would encourage you to go on there. There's also a soft discussion for the Regen Ledger 5.0 upgrade. So yeah, link for that one as well. And then offsetting the Regen validator set that went up a bit ago. Hopefully that one will get moved to proposal status soon. Dan, do you know what the timeline is for that? I guess we have another week of discussion probably before we're ready to propose.
Yeah, I mean, typically like the governance process, we want to make sure that we give folks at least a week to comment on it and get any feedback, and just really depends on how the discussion is going. If it's super active, obviously it'll go a little longer. If everybody's kind of in agreement and there's a soft consensus, then yeah, I mean, it usually just takes about a week, and then after that they can submit it on chain. So yeah, I think it's been a few days now anyways, right?
It's either been a week and a few days or only a few days. I have no idea what time it is anymore.
It's only been a few. I think it's, yeah, I know, me neither. I think it's only been a few days.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
So yeah. Oh, real quick. Yeah, I do remember in the proposal, or the soft proposal itself, it said that target date was like January 15th, but I believe that he meant December 15th. So I think
Makes sense.
So I think maybe in like the next week or so.
Cool. There are a lot of things up for discussion as part of that discussion. So we have several choices that we can make when it comes to how we want to offset our validator set. One of the options is, do we want to just set off offset mainnet, or do we want to go all the way back to testnet? Thankfully, EcoStake did some really good calculations for that. So we know exactly what those numbers look like for both mainnet and testnet, or if we were to just do mainnet. We also have to decide what kind of eco credits we want to use. So there's the marketplace eco credits, which obviously a little bit more expensive, but are, the premium quality that, that are worth that little extra price. I think those are really near and dear to Regen Network's heart specifically. So I would love to see us spend at least, get at least some of those. I think our discussion offers either doing all of the marketplace credits, or doing half and half NCT and marketplace, or doing 80% NCT and 20% marketplace, which is what Cosmos Zero officially recommends as part of the initiative. And that's because NCT is a lot cheaper. That one's going to be around $3 or $4 a credit when that comes out. So yeah, lots of decisions to be made, and this is obviously coming from our community spend pool. So weigh in. That is, yeah. We want to see what people think about that, what we would like to do. So, alrighty. Regen market and liquidity report. Market cap is a little over 30 mil according to CoinGecko as of, I think I did that at like 11 a.m. this morning. And then, so like 3 hours ago, 2 hours ago. And then our liquidity on Osmosis, also from a couple hours ago, was a little over 950,000. And that's our Atom, Regen, and Osmo Regen pools. And yeah, Regenerati News Hour. This Thursday, we're going to be talking about Cosmos Zero specifically. Hopefully, we're going to have representatives from the different protocols who have already committed to the initiative, especially the ones who are in active discussion right now, as well as any validators who have participated in that. Yeah, so if you're interested and you haven't seen that on the Telegram and you want to participate, just reach out to me and we'll make sure we get you connected. And that's at 1600 UTC. And that is it, the end. So are there any questions that we can answer? Well, good times. Thank you all for joining, even though it was a very chaotic start. I appreciate you being here. And in 2 weeks, that is December 14th, it will be much smoother. I will not make at least these mistakes again. So fresh ones for you, hopefully, or not hopefully. No, you know what I mean. Yeah. All right. Well, 2 extra minutes in your day. Everybody have a good one. And yeah.
Thanks, Sari.
Thanks, Sari.
Thanks, Sari.
Thanks, everyone.